Howdy, House Users here, and today we're doing a special video. It's not actually a review, but more so a showing off sort of thing. Now, as you know, we've got the recent consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And, well, okay, I have not got any of the consoles. I haven't, but I will be getting one day. Most likely PS5. So I was thinking, why not do something special? And then it hit me. Why don't I show my entire collection of games that I've got for a single console? And I'm thinking PlayStation 5. So I'm going to show you all my games I own for the PlayStation 2. Now, my entire collection. So yeah, the PlayStation 2, my very first ever console I ever owned. I have memories of it, though the problem is I actually got a PlayStation 2 at the end of its life cycle. I'll explain it as I show the first game, but for the 3 years I played it, well, I played it mandatory, I heavily enjoyed it. Things sort of changed by 2009. After playing PS2 all year, by the end of 2009, me and my brother got our first Nintendo DSi, so we transitioned to that, but we still balanced it out. And then the Wii came into our lives at the end of its cycle, and yeah, I think I basically stopped playing the PlayStation 2 probably when I entered high school. So yeah, I got some good mileage out of it. But it just so happened that during lockdown we decided to put the PlayStation 2 back up and running, and it still worked. Problem is, this is a very small PlayStation 2, so while it's hard for it to sometimes play two games back to back. Just say sometimes it can work, other times it can't. But why don't we get started? Let's start with the very first game I ever owned for PlayStation 2, and it is Shrek The Third. Yep, my first game was a movie license game, and the interesting story is my brother got the PC game for this for Christmas. Problem is, it didn't work for the computer that we had at the time, so Dad had to make it up to my brother, and so he got PlayStation 2 with Shrek The Third. So my very first game was Shrek. Go figure. And to be honest, we had a lot of fun with this, though I will be frank, we had a few problems at first. We didn't really fully get the controls at times, especially when we finally got to the first level where you could play as Fiona. And then of course on the collectibles, some of it, there's one level, the Evil Queen's Castle, which is in the movie by the way, but anyway, some of the collectibles are on this bookcase, and you have to jump to it, and as Puss in Boots, and he's double jump ain't bad, but you have to hit the ceiling as you get across, and yeah, it wasn't good, but I still had some fun with it, and yeah, I still have memories. So there you go, Shrek the Third, first game I ever owned. And for a while, it was the only game I ever owned for PlayStation 2. Mostly me and my brother just stuck with single player, but we did have some fun with the multiplayer mini games and watching the B-movie video game trailers package in it. Yeah, that was fun. But then we move on to the next game, and it was another movie license game. In fact, most of the games I got here are licensed ones, exception of a few of a single series, but I'll get to that when we get to that. And that is Surf's Up. Yeah, Surf's Up, the second game I ever owned. Geez, the first two games I ever owned were both movie times for anime movies released in 2007. Yeah. So yeah, this game, I would say, we got Shrek the Third probably, I would say 2008, and I would say this came probably 2000, yeah, in the middle of it. Yeah, it was, for what I remember, we had fun, but we liked the soundtrack, but to be honest, I don't remember much of it after. I think we at least got all the characters in this. In fact, one of the hidden characters, if I'm correct, I might as well show this. Where is it? There it is. Long characters in the movie. You got a secret unlockable character right here, and if you know him, even though they got a question mark, that's Elliot from Open Season. Yeah, it's not bad. He's not really bad, and yeah, we did okay, but to be honest, I don't have much memories of it. In fact, yeah, but yeah, so went well. Actually, I might as well show the Shrek the Third cover in that and the game. Yeah, and what was it again? Yeah, no, well, any real character profiles, I think, in this. Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, for what so basically, yeah, so it's basically, so Shrek the Third and Surf's Up, sorry, for Shark Tale, were the first two games I owned, and at this point, it was kind of of course, being an 8-year-old, you don't really have finance, so you can't really get games, you have to wait. But the next game we got, well, this is actually my brother's, but Nitro Bike. Jesus, those first off Nitro Bike were made by Ubisoft. I don't have many memories of this. In fact, I barely remember even playing it. Like Bradley probably did, but yeah, it's funny. There are a few games I can remember playing. Other games I cannot. And this is one that I do not remember. I'm sure my brother has some memories, but yeah, what can you do? But then we move on to the next game, and well, it's not licensed on a movie, but it's licensed on sport. We have a sport game, Rugby League 2, the World Cup edition. Well, you all know, you know the game in Australia, and you know. I reviewed the autobiographies of 2-star NRL players for the Newcastle Knights, my favourite team. And yeah, now this is a Christmas gift. This was a Christmas gift exclusively for me. And here's the thing, I actually played a bit of the first game on the PlayStation 2. I think a little bit from some friends of mine. And I liked it, and so my parents got me this, which was based on advertising for the World Cup of 2008. Yeah, it's honestly, I'd play this again over the recent game for Xbox One that was released 3 years ago. Boy, do I hate that game. But yeah, this is actually one I have fond memories with. I didn't really get most of the mechanics. I didn't really bother making my own character at some point until years later. But for what it was, I enjoyed it heavily, and well, being a fan of sport, you go, and this is your favourite sport, you play it. Jeez, I forget who. True Blue Games. I have to look up in the studio. Alright, now we get to the fun stuff. Oh man, they were fun. And if there's one game you're going to see a lot of, well, one series you're going to see a lot of in this, it's Singstar. Oh, Singstar, Singstar, Singstar. Yep. Actually, I'm just going to bring back up this for a sec. Yeah, here you go. This was a childhood. Me and my family loved playing the Singstar games. They were fun. You could just badly sing wherever you like, and you just have fun with it. Here's the thing, we didn't get the microphones bundled in this game for Christmas. It just came on its own. The reason why, with this one, Singstar Pop, there are a few songs. Honestly, looking back on it, I don't remember seeing that many songs in this. Jeez, I didn't realize they were inaccessible on that. The songs I remember was singing were What About Me, Shannon Knoll, Robbie Williams, Let Me Out Tell You, his duet with Kylie Minogue Kids, and Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild. I think I maybe did Tom Jones, It's Not Unusual with this, but I do not remember anything else in this that I sang. Yeah, Singstar Pop. I think I just mostly stuck with those. Yeah, so I'm not sure who owns this. I think I do actually. It's hard to see. But what did have the microphones at Christmas was Singstar ABBA. Yeah, ABBA songs. And again, I'm not sure how many times we sang with this. I think we may have sung a few times. And in terms of songs, I think Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia were probably the ones we sang the most. Maybe Fernando as well. But again, this is one I barely remember touching. The other Singstars were a lot better when it came to, because they were actually featured not just one band, you know. So we were enjoying Singstar. We had fun with those two games, and then my dad gets Singstar Rocks. This was his one, but I guess it now pretty much belongs to us. And I remember having fun with this one. In fact, I think this is the best opening intro to a Singstar game. In fact, a lot of these songs I actually remember actually singing. We of course sang Song 2 by Blur, Coldplay's Speed of Sound. We sang we sang Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water, Dragons, April Sun in Cuba, Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy, Screaming Jets Better. Actually, no, not Screaming Jets. What was it again? Was it? Are you gonna be? Where is it? I thought it was on this one. Oh, we sang Man It Works Down Under. I do remember. Was it on here? Maybe it wasn't. I was thinking of Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Oh yeah, Jet. Are You Gonna Be My Girl? We sang that, and Powderfinger these days. Only two Powderfinger ones on this. Geez, I'm looking at the backs a lot with this, but yeah, no one. Well, I remember having fun with Singstar Rocks. In fact, I remember a few songs in this actually got the high score. I think I remember Speed of Sound by Coldplay. I got high score. Maybe the record's still on it. Who knows? Try it again sometime. Now the next game comes around. Very interesting. We had it, but it always would crash when we got to the third final level in this. So we had to get another one. That crashed in the same spot until we finally got one that actually worked, and it is the Simpsons game. Now, okay, this isn't the original cover. I know. It took us way too long to finally get one that actually worked. And to be honest, this one, well, this could be in better condition, I will admit. But yeah, the Simpsons game is one me and my brother loved. This was back when we were at the height of our fandom of The Simpsons. It was, in many ways, and while we did play eventually stuff like Hit and Run and Road Rage for other means, we played the most out of the Simpsons game. And we really desperately wanted to 100% complete it. Okay, we never found any of the cliches. We want to get all the coupons in that, but we can never find Lisa's final coupon in Big Super Happy Fun Game on this version. See, on this version, because I managed to find it on a different version. But, oh, that was so hard. We could never find it. If we ever decide to play it again, see how it goes. But yeah, Simpsons game. There you go. One of the games we played. That was definitely the game we played the most of. Next up, the original iToy. I remember playing iToy Play 3 a bit with my cousins at their place, so we naturally got iToy. And this one, I remember playing with the bees bit a lot, where you could hit the beehive and that. We had fun with that, but I do not remember doing everything else in this. yeah, this. Yeah, as I said, I mostly just stuck to playing i2 Play 3 at my cousin's, but for what it was, i2 was fine. Early use of motion controls and pretty much a better version of the Kinect. It's a lot smaller too. Yeah, yes, I don't mind the Kinect at times, but anyway, i2 Play, fun. Okay, so going in now, this is where things. Now, this next game came just when we finally got the DS, or maybe actually no, this came in 2008. I remember, but Madagascar Escape to Africa, the video game for the PlayStation 2. I remember I played this a lot, and we 100% completed this easily. This was a lot easier than Shrek the Third. I remember liking the missions a lot and going back to it and collecting the monkeys and customizing certain ones. That was fun, and yeah, I honestly think this is actually a fine game. Yeah, it was a good time. And oh geez, Activision's Most Wanted. It was a good game. I remember getting this from a gift voucher I got at EB Games. Yeah, it was fun. Then finally, the last game we properly had for the PlayStation 2 during its lifespan, well, going into just hanging on because Sony does that. Last Singstar, well, basically not quite Singstar, but High School Musical Sing It. This is my brother's because he was huge on High School Musical, and I do remember singing some stuff, but unlike the mainline Singstar games, where everything's unlocked all songs are unlocked from the start, you have to unlock them in this one because it's not really a Singstar game, but it uses the microphones, and yeah, it was. It wasn't the best, I'll say this. But at least you could pick different characters to sing. Yeah, I don't know if I really liked it. Maybe it was just boring for me. Okay, now these next two games came at a point when my brother got them from a fair he was having at primary school. They're both Singstar again. But we start off with Singstar Queen. Now this is one that we both wanted to play and own actually. And, oh man. I remember we sang a bit of this actually when we finally got it. So we got the PlayStation 2 back out, hooked it up to our TV out the back, and blasted away. But it's not. But again, it's not exactly one that I remember fully. Yeah, this was fine. I think had some stuff I liked and other stuff I didn't. Yeah. For the few times we played it, was fine. And I think this is better than Singstar ABBA, honestly. I am a bigger fan of Queen than I am of ABBA, but yeah. Nope, no questions. Then comes Singstar R&B, and I don't remember ever playing this. I think I just signed up for the sake of it. Any songs I remember singing on here? No, I think we just got it because Bradley just got it because it was a package deal, and yeah, it's okay. Yeah, for what it is, it's all good, fine. Just basically goes at a discount. Now, the final few games all belong to me, but I bought them years later. Like, this is stuff I got when I started to collect, when I began collecting old games for certain consoles I own. And I have played some, which I'll speak soon when we get to it, but anyway, start off with Ratchet and Clank. I actually had played this once, but it wasn't, but it was through someone else. I never really owned it, but now I Ratchet and Clank 1, and no, it's not bad. No, I don't have the manual, but regardless, I know one day I'll give us a go, and well, you know, hope it turns out to be good. Now the next game was something I wanted to get regardless. Kingdom Hearts. Yep, Kingdom Hearts. Finally I owned it, and I actually completed the first game just a few months ago, and I had fun with it. I should probably do a review of it, since I reviewed Kingdom Hearts 3. And I will be doing Melody of Memory. I will do Melody of Memory, it's coming. Just wait for a bit. Yeah, so, yeah, I enjoy Kingdom Hearts 1. Though I do have, though it has aged, I will say this. For standards nowadays, but yeah, went well. God of War 2, another one I collected, that just to add to my collection, and finally owned one of these. I haven't played it, but it is something that is on the agenda. Again, just unsure when. But yeah, it should be fine when I finally get to it. Hang on, sorry. Sorry about that. But regardless, anyway, Kingdom Hearts 2. I've actually started playing this. I'm actually already up to Disney Castle. And I'm definitely enjoying this a lot. Obviously, it's a fun ride, and I'm having fun. Yep, and there's still more I can do with this. Probably play this after I've uploaded it. Yep, Kingdom Hearts 2. Now next up's back to Singstar for the next 2 entries, and we're sticking with Disney. Singstar, sing along with Disney. This is one I've seen so many times, and you know, so I think this was one of the few ones I wanted to get, and just looking at this this box art, I'm not sure if this is the best box art, but I mean, look at the songs we got here, and there's some really good choices. Some movies get 2 songs, but others just get 1. Well, most get 1. But yeah, this is one I saw a lot of, and I'm glad I now have it in my collection. I'll give it a go someday. Online, that is. The next Singstar game, Singstar Party Hits, is one I've always wanted to own, and I finally got it recently. Yep. Now look at these songs. This should be really fun to one day play. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finally playing this thing when I finally get the chance. Yeah, so this is one I've always wanted to add in my collection. Now I own it, so plus. Oh dear, the game's just fell on the floor. It doesn't matter, I picked my player. The final 2, the Sonic Gems collection. Wanted to own a Sonic game, got this, and I've played it, but I've only played Sonic R on this. Managed to. This is when we first got the PlayStation 2 up and running. This is the first game I put in, and yeah, well, had fun getting all the characters, and give it a plus. All fine. Yeah, Sonic R is not too bad of a game. It's just very hard. It just hasn't got much in it. I'm not sure if I'll play Sonic CD in this, but we'll get to that. No manual. Oh, actually, just wait a sec. Let's take a look at the manual for this. For Disney, Singstar, and Party Hits. Here we go on this one. Do we have it? Yes, we do. Okay. And finally, the final game I've got in this collection. And this is one that I've reviewed on this channel, actually. SpongeBob and Friends Battle for Volcano Island. Or I just refer to it as Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island because that's everywhere else. And I did a review on it. Link and card up there. Here you go. And I'm glad this is probably the last game. I don't think this is the last game I own for the PlayStation 2 as of now. Probably got a few ideas of what I might want to get in the future. Maybe I do have plans on getting maybe MGS 3, Snake Eater, the original one, or Subsistence. That way I have the Snake vs. Monkey mini game. That's what I want to play. And maybe Soul Calibur 2 and what's that boxing game that features Michael Jackson? Maybe that too. But regardless, that's my collection. And you know, it's fun actually reflecting on the games I own and all that. And yeah, it's a good collect. Honestly, I hope to one day expand. But yeah, that's the end of the special video of my collection of the PlayStation 2. But in the meantime, I'll see you for my next review, which, as I said, will be Melody of Memory. Just want to complete that first. But there are other things I plan on giving a go, maybe reviewing it. And I do know that at some point next month I will review The Witches, the Robert Zemeckis movie that's being released here in Australia. At that point, I will give a go at that. And well, I've got plans for Christmas. But in the meantime, Xbox Users out. And I'll catch you later for my next review. Ciao.